Hi friends, welcome to iHeart Recipes. This is Rosie, and in this video I want to share my recipe for candied yams. This is perfect for the holidays, but is not something you want to indulge in if you are on a diet. So the first thing I did, I grabbed my yams and I rinsed them under cool water, and then I'm going to peel them with my potato peeler there, and I want to make sure I remove all of the skin. So now I am going to cut the yams, and I'm just going to cut them probably about a ½ inch thick. You can cut your yams in any shape that you decide to cut them in. Sometimes I cut them in little squares, sometimes I do these circles, or I do the half circles. Now I have the yams in a large pot. I'm going to pour in some cool water. This pot is actually on my stove top, by the way, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to turn the heat on high, and I'm going to wait for it to boil. I'm going to let it boil for probably 5 minutes, and after that 5 minutes I am going to drain the water and set my yams aside. Now after these are nice and ready to drain, we're going to work on our candied part. I have a whole stick of butter. I'm not using margarine, and I also have some brown sugar that I'm going to add into that pot. I'm going to mix the two, and I am going to make sure I turn the heat down. So I actually started off with the heat on medium high, and I turned it down to low. Now I'm going to add in some regular white sugar. Now at this time, the butter and the sugar is very hot. I'm just going to turn the heat off completely. So remember, we started off at medium high, we went down to low, and now it's shut off completely. And it will stay hot. Now I'm going to add in some other spices. I'm going to add in some cinnamon. I'm also going to add in some ground ginger, which is something I love. And I'm also going to add in a dash of nutmeg. So I know a lot of people are going to ask me about the ginger, because a lot of people don't use ginger in their candied yams. You can definitely leave that out, but if you want an extra kick, be sure to add it. It is delicious. So now I'm going to stir that in, and now I'm going to add in some vanilla extract, not imitation, but pure vanilla extract. And as you see, it's boiling because my pot is still hot, but I assure you that the heat from the burner was completely turned off. So now I have my yams in my baked dish here, and I'm going to spoon out my sugar and butter mixture there, and then I'm going to just mix it around with my spoon, or pretty much fold in those ingredients. I want to ensure that the yams have the butter and sugar mixture on them. Then I'm going to place these in the oven. Once they come out of the oven, they're going to look like this. And those are done, but if you wanted to step your game up a little bit, you're going to do this next step. I'm going to add in some marshmallows on top, or should I say not add in, but I'm going to put the marshmallows on top, and then I'm going to place this back in the oven. This is completely optional, but this is definitely a step that I always do, especially around the holidays, because this is one of my signature holiday dishes. And then I'm going to bake that for a little while just to let the marshmallows melt, and this is what it looks like fresh out of the oven. Delicious. My family loves this stuff, so I hope that your family will be able to enjoy it too. So thank you for watching. Don't forget to comment, rate, and subscribe. And do not forget, if you are watching this from your mobile device, be sure to log on your desktop, come back, search for iHeart Recipes or Lady Rosie 1983, and be sure to subscribe to my channel. See you all later.